One day Jamie Jordan ran across me at church and asked me why he saw me there so often and what brought me there so often. And I told him gratitude. And apparently that stuck in his mind. And he came and asked me to talk about that. The situation is Carol and I have all we need, and maybe some little extra to share sometimes. And that developed when we got married in 1964, and until I retired in 1991. I counted it up. I had 7 different jobs, which shows you how good my planning is. Some of them were my choice and some of them were not. Lots of times corporations change and company goals change and people get shunted aside. Happened several times. But despite that, we have what we need now. Another factor is that about the time I did retire, Carol and I retired about the same time, we went on a trip to Scotland, wound up on a little island just off the west coast of Scotland named Iona, which has a history going way back in Christianity. It was 2005. I had not been retired long. At the time, I was really worried about blood pressure. Couldn't get it to behave, really, in short. And I was wondering how many more birthdays I was going to have. And we wound up, apparently not by accident, in an old stone church in that island on Sunday morning service. And I was sitting there, probably not paying too awful much attention to the goings on, and I heard something. It said, "Dave, whatever happens, it'll be all right." Well, I didn't have to look around and say who said that. And it turned out to be true, not only just about blood pressure, but about just everything. And it's continuing. And I find it applying to a lot of things in our life now, and finally begin to realize that that was true all along anyway. I just hadn't realized it. When we came into problems, Carol and I sometimes, and things had to change, I would worry and she'd have faith, and it would work out. And it has, and it continues to. Knowing all that, it's worked out that I don't get up in the morning and I can't possibly think, no, God, I don't want to go by there and fix something that broke yesterday. That's impossible. It's gratitude, and it's a kind of an answer you'd probably get if you asked lots of other people in this church. Just come out here and keep the inner wheels going to keep this church going. And that's my story.
Current feelings on replacing ceiling tiles, how does that?
I'd have not much to do were it not for that function.